Oh, boy.
I struggled, I'm like, there is FCC airwaves to consider. I can't just say everything the way that I want to say it, I got to be careful. I have a responsibility. I'm going to try. I don't know how successful I'm going to be. First of all, Dillon Brooks, that was just weak. When you walk out after chirping the way that you did leading into the game against LeBron James and the Lakers, just the same as I just said about Julius Randle, for you not to be available to talk, that's pathetic. Number two, you really gonna blame it on the media? The media has made you look really? Let me ask you this question, Dillon Brooks. You really think that we've sat up here on national television, put Kendrick Perkins up on the screen? I want to see him. I want to see him when I say this. You really think that all of us pundits, male and female, black, white, Asian, Latino, everybody, you really think that when we actually came on TV and said, let's figure out a way to talk about Dillon Brooks? You really think that? You're not Ja Morant. Hell, you damn sure ain't Elvis. No, we did not do that. You did it. You brought the attention to yourself. We simply waited for you to back it up because we loved the chirping. We loved the general competitive fervor of it. We welcomed it. We look at you. You got some people out there complaining about you being a bad guy. I loved it. KP loved it. Eminem loved it. More importantly than that, most people loved it. We just wanted to see you back it up. Mm-hmm. We wanted to see you hit some of those open shots rather than shoot 3 or 14 from the field. We wanted to see a competitive confrontation instead of y'all being down 35-9 in the first quarter or 38-9 early in the second quarter. Get blown out by damn near 30 before people had a chance to pass gas. That's what we were waiting for. And when that did not happen, Dillon Brooks, we said, damn, you couldn't back it up. And then to make matters worse, you hit him in the process. Now let me put me back up on the screen and take the damn highlight thought, please. Because America needs to understand this. Molly got on me the other day because I used the word woof instead of whiff or whatever the hell it was. Yeah. What did you say?
Well, woof is for a dog.
Okay, what do you want?
Whiff is like you whiff the T-ball.
Fine. We gonna go with that.
So he didn't woof him, he whiffed him.
Are you interrupting the flow? I just asked the question. Don't interrupt the flow right now.
This is important.
Molly, this is important to America. This is an important message to America. This is a PSA announcement. This is a public service announcement.
Okay, whiff. Okay.
You don't even whiff in that area.
Yeah, you don't woof.
You don't even whiff in that area. Everybody knows it. Everybody knows it. Tell you a little story.
Ooh.
Oh, boy.
Story time.
I was playing around with my little niece. God. This is about 5 years ago.
Okay.
This is about 5 years ago.
Just make sure you tell this.
Her 3-year-old sister came up behind me while I was playing around with her sister from behind and kicked me right into you-know-what. I collapsed like I just got hit by Deontay Wilder. You understand what I'm saying? I collapsed. You understand? I couldn't even break my fall with my arm because of both my arms either immediately went in that area. There's a 3-year-old to whiff in that area is criminal. Everybody knows that. So if you are Dillon Brooks, granted, it may not have been intentional. But the minute you saw LeBron James on the court writhing in pain in that area, the DC.
Lakers move on to the next round. Grizzlies season is done. Here's Ja Morant.
And Jaren, really leading this team through the offseason. I guess when you look ahead, what do you see?
I feel like it starts with us, pretty much getting healthy. And, that's the number one thing for us. Secondly, just getting back to work. Pretty much feel like, it's that simple.
You feel like a healthy team could have done more?
100%.
Why so?
I mean, you have Steve-O coming back, which, a problem in this series was rebounding. And, you know, before he went out, he was pretty much the best rebounder in the league. You know, obviously BC with, you know, what he brings for us off the bench, you know, that's another big body, you know, we have out there, and somebody, you know, who helps us, you know, on the boards and scoring wise. Luke, spacing the floor, you know, being able to shoot. Even, you know, with me, you know, I was out there battling, but I wasn't, you know, 100%. So obviously, you know, health is important. We play with what we got. So, you know, not even trying to, you know, use that, you know, as an excuse right now. But, you know, even with, you know, the guys we had, you know, we got to be better.
After how competitive the team was the past two games, how do you account for how quickly this one got away from you?
I felt like even though, you know, it got away early, I felt like, you know, we were still battling for the most part. You know, they, you know, started knocking down some shots. I felt like, you know, they was, you know, pretty much just getting to the paint too easy for us, and that would, you know, pretty much hurt us. You know, in recent games, it wasn't, you know, as easy for them. You know, we was making them work, you know, forcing tough shots, and, you know, that pretty much allowed us to, you know, rebound and run. Obviously, you know, our bigs tonight was in foul trouble, which we lack, you know, pretty much right now, you know, due to injuries. Yeah, I just feel like it was that. You know, we just got to be, you know, more locked in on the defensive end and, you know, keep guys in front. And if your man get beat, you know, have your brother's back.
LeBron goes for 22. Didn't need to play in the fourth. Well rested and showered up as he visits with the media.
LeBron, the only player that's played meant this much in year 20 of the playoffs is Kareem. Just wondered, and you know, at the level that he was then, how were you able to put this together to respond to Game 5? Where did that start mentally, and then when did you start to feel that swell with your teammates as well on the court tonight?
Probably when we landed back in LA after Game 5. You know, the whole thing on my mind was how much rest I can get. You know, going, you know, from that Game 4 where we expended a lot of energy in that game and then had to leave the very next morning, and you know, trying to bounce back to Game 5. It was tough on our whole ball club, including myself. And from the moment that we landed here after Game 5, all I was thinking about was just trying to sleep as much as I could, rest as much as I could, make sure my body was get my treatment and my rehab and things of that nature, but staying off my feet as much as possible coming into tonight. And felt pretty good when I woke up this morning. I felt excellent, actually, this morning, and the reason I was here so early, too. But, you know, it was a good bounce back for us, big-time game for us, and, you know, we fed off our fans once again, and, you know, it's great for us to be able to give back to them like they gave us tonight.
If we could keep our questions to one, please, so I can try and get as many people questions as possible, that would be great. So we'll go with Dave.
LeBron, over here on the side, we know the rigors of the job can sometimes be tiring, 40-plus minutes, the travel woes, all the alike, and sometimes your opponents may key in on that as they view you. How does the game of basketball keep you young?
Well, I mean, obviously, as I get older, I'm playing with much younger guys. I think my boys keep me young, meaning my sons, they keep me young. So, I mean, usually before games, I watch a lot of film on the opponent. But my son Bryce actually had an AAU game, EYBL game in Phoenix tonight. So up until probably about 45 minutes on the clock, I was watching his game. And watching him going out there and performing and seeing him play, that kind of inspired me as well. It kept me young tonight.
Taylor. Hey, Bron. Obviously, you guys wanted to treat tonight like a Game 7. In what specific ways did you do that, and how did you instill that mentality down through the team?
No, it was definitely a Game 7 mentality for us. We understood that we had an opportunity to play in front of our fans, and we want to try to end it tonight. We came out with a disposition, with a next play mentality, And even when we made mistakes, we brushed it off right away and moved on to the next play. So I just think from the start of the game, we was just locked in on our game plan and all the way till the final seconds of the game.